What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Real Fan Sports. My name is Zach, and I'm here with my partner, Nonpfixion. What's good, brother?
I'm chilling, man. How about yourself? What's good? What you got going on today?
I'm doing good, too, man. Today, we have a membership request sent to us from, I believe it's way back. We have Mason Cox. Don't believe in never. This is a AFL player, but he wasn't always an AFL player. He actually played basketball in the United States in college, at least from what I'm seeing in the description. So let's see how he became a AFL superstar.
All right, let's get it.
Let's do it.
When Mason came to us, no American player had ever played a senior game of AFL footy. It's a one in whatever you want to call it, because no one had ever done it.
Wow.
Mason Cox, redshirt senior from Island Village, Texas.
It's not even like he played for a small school. I mean, it's not Oklahoma State's not a huge school, but
yeah,
I mean, that's a very reputable school to play for in college.
Oh yeah, it is truly.
He's only played 6 minutes all year.
I went to Oklahoma State University, so I started out playing basketball when I was a freshman. I'd never picked up a basketball in my life, really. We played at the rec center.
Wait, what?
There was a GA at the women's team, and she asked, would you be interested in helping out? Pretty much called the Dream Team, and they played against the women's team and practiced other teams and played against them. I was kind of like, yeah, cool, like, what do I get out of it? And she goes, oh, we'll give you a free pair of shoes and maybe some kit. And I was like, sweet. The men's team saw me training with the women's team, and one of the coaches said, who's that massive dude who's playing with the women's team? Like, why don't we have someone like that? I was in way over my head, barely.
So that's so funny. So I make sure I'm reading this below in the script. So it says, experience the incredible journey of Mason Cox from U.S. college basketball to AFL superstar. So he's never played basketball until they said his freshman year of college is what he said?
Yeah, his freshman year of college, yeah.
I do know some college women's basketball team. I know the team that just won the college women's championship this year. They practice with guys. They gather up a couple guys.
Most of them do it.
Most of them do it.
A lot of my friends did it for our school.
Well, there you go. So he started off doing that, and the coach just happened to watch him. Was like, okay, he's pretty good. He's also large. Obviously, he's a pretty tall gentleman, and he's like, let's give him a shot. Okay, all right.
Could make a layup, and I was just a body bag. We got a call. They wanted me to go to LA to try out for this thing called AFL, Aussie Rules Football, and we both looked at each other and was, what the hell is that? And it comes up, and it's like AFL's biggest hits.
That would get you excited and scared a little bit, I'm sure.
Of course.
I remember just kind of looking at him and laughing and going, is this really a sport? I'd already accepted a 6-figure paying job at ExxonMobil. So I went to the tryouts. Everyone that was there was interested in myself. It became...
Damn, so he actually had a good job before this as well. Six-figure job at Exxon. That's a big deal. I mean, that's career job, and to risk it all. Okay.
Interesting.
Pretty serious pretty quickly. That week I threw the cap in the air, I got the degree on stage, made my parents proud. A week later I flew to Australia and my life changed.
Wow.
The whole concept of me coming to Australia was just to give me a showcase of what AFL was. Saw my first AFL game, sat next to a North Melbourne player. He explained to me, that's 6 points. That's a point. Hits the post, it's worth a point. They point the opposite direction whenever they really mean that way. And at the end of it, I remember he goes, okay, cool. So these are the teams that are interested in you. Here's the contracts. Let me know what you think.
The international rookies.
Okay.
Wait.
How so fast?
This dude has just been blessed in so many different crazy ways.
Man,
I'm gonna keep recapping. If I'm doing with the college, just basically working with the girls, just as probably some practice, some extracurricular, stay in shape, gets recruited by the basketball team, works a good job, graduates, and then they're like, yeah, hey, come to Australia, come check out what AFL is all like.
I'm still curious, like how did they get that from? They say he only scored 6 points all season.
Right. I don't know.
What did they see?
What did they see? That's what I want to know too. What did they see that was like, oh yeah, we got to have this guy? I don't know either. Okay. All right.
A whopping 211 centimeters, the same height as Aaron Sandilands. Looks quite exciting.
Waste of time and money, yeah.
I remember getting on the plane, and I thought, what have I just done? I've just given up 5 years of hard work and thousands of dollars of education to go play a sport I've never heard of in a place I've never been, with no friends or no family in Melbourne.
It's definitely scary.
They stuck a footy in my hand. I thought it was pretty much rugby ball. Like, I had no idea. The kangaroo skin and a Sharon is like the name of it. And I don't know, like, it was all so foreign to me when I first started.
His kicking was quite average.
It was a crash course, essentially, of just what AFL was. Craig McRae and Anthony Rocker spent 2.5 months with me, and come around training the first day, it was sink or swim, really. We do this one drill, and you get a handball off to the coach, and of course, Bucks is the one who you're handballing to. Go to handball to him.
And I just remember looking at it, I looked back and going, okay, we've got a bit of work to do.
I like locked eyes for a second.
It's about to be a long ass day.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. All right.
And I could just see in my mind, just what if we recruited?
Players generally got a lot going on, but Mason's still trying to work out this new game, whether he fits, if he fits. Am I embarrassing myself?
But at the end of the year, I got to the point where I was thinking, I might actually feel comfortable in an AFL game. Bucks was the first one to tell me. They came out and said, look.
And then to like go and play at a stadium like that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, by the way. Where's that, Collingwood?
And you know how many people are probably just ripping your name apart because, oh, this guy comes from America. He can't play our sport.
Never even played it before, like, you know, whatever. And like, you know, he's also like we see him now, he's got a little muscular toe, but the first picture when he first got there, like he was very lanky.
Oh,
you know, little skinny side, you know, compared to a big contact sport like AFL. I'm sure there was a lot of craziness. And I bet you a lot of people were going for the heads of the coach for even trying to bring him in. Why are you wasting our time?
Probably.
There's players here that have been playing since they were children. I'm sure that was a big part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to debut, and that week was a massive week. It's Anzac Day, obviously, and it's one of the biggest games of the year.
The crowd's 90,000 plus. The stadium is massive. It just leans over the top here, so that's challenging enough.
I walked out there and I was ready to puke. I was that nervous. I was freaking out, you know. I didn't know what to do, and I was thinking, don't screw up. Just whatever you do, don't screw up. Don't screw up.
More low trajectory kick. Well, this could be a fairy tale.
Oh, mate, he's shitting himself. And I can't imagine what it's like to try and drop the ball that extra foot and a half to get it under your foot.
My hands would have been like this, holding that ball.
Mason Cox. He rides it home.
There we go, son.
An American in his first game. The first goal on Anzac Day. Didn't happen. No, that didn't happen.
Not that we needed to keep him grounded, but it was our job to keep him grounded.
Stands at the MCG to steady this wobbling ring.
It's bloody hard. It's a big step from the VFL footy that he was playing to playing AFL footy.
Yeah. At the end of 17, was playing VFL, you know, I'd gotten dropped a few times, we were playing small.
He had to set himself a new goal of being one of the best forwards in the competition.
Saturday night football at the Coliseum. Come through Cox, drops what he should have taken.
Oh, he couldn't quite get at the big fella. Mason Cox here, guys. This was just off the ball.
I had the worst game of my career, I can probably say that pretty comfortably. I don't think I had a single mark the whole game, and had maybe 6 touches or something and get suspended for the next week. Probably a low moment in my life, I'd say, of thinking, did I choose the right decision?
I mean, the mental fortitude that this kid had to go through it should be studied. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
And the support system around him also, like, you know, shout out to them. I mean, just traveling that far and doing all that, and then to go through this mentally.
Yeah, I commend the coach because to get that kind of for a sport like this, where the pressure is different. It's not like NFL, NBA. That's more political. That's more money. You know what I'm saying? Because money wins out in American sports 9 times out of 10. But here, it's different. It's cultural. So it's the way people are taking it in because you bring in somebody who's clearly an outsider to a sport that's their livelihood. You know, that's everything they know, everything they've known their entire life. So I understand them being upset when he's not doing well, but at the same time, it's like you got to have patience with people that's coming to your sport that's new. You got to have patience, but most people don't have patience, you know.
Yeah, he's definitely understandable.
Look at this. Cox has been left alone. He plays on. He's gone. He's gone. Whatever Mason Cox can do as a permanent forward, I suspect Ben Rood can do better.
We've seen that word yank get thrown around in our comment section before.
Yeah, definitely have.
I said, you know what? This is a last-ditch effort to show them what you're worth, to show them you can do this as a job. This is your career that you want to do for the rest of your life.
I'm like, those don't even exist unless you play baseball.
One of these
That's not even a thing anymore.
Tigers we come on and off 22 consecutive wins at the MCG. It's hard to get your head around it, to be honest.
We'd played Richmond twice and been overrun twice through the year.
This could be the biggest game that Mason Cox never gets a kick in.
Prelim final MCG. Matt Stevie holds the ball aloft. Richmond take on Collingwood.
It happened pretty early.
Soccer off the ground, straight into the waiting arms of Talor. Cox is the biggest man.
There we go, big mark.
It was in. It was clunk, clunk, clunk.
Again?
Yeah, this one.
Finally used his size. He found his hands.
Oh, mate, they just stuck.
Sets it up. Cox again. I cannot believe it. You've got to go back to Billy Graham at the MCG.
Look at that score, too. 45-9.
Can he guide it through? Yes, he can.
Nice kick.
Absolutely.
A 211-centimetre Texan has just torn the MCG apart in the sport and dug in a preliminary final.
Well, second most contested marks in finals history.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Could you have pictured that 5 years earlier with the guy that handballed over the top of my head? Definitely not.
I love how the coach still talking this.
To the 2018 grand final.
It's just having that patience. Having that patience. Like it's like we talk all the time about players crossing the waters to go to different sports. It can happen. It's just it's the not the fans, but it's the organizations having patience with that person. Because it's a sport. We're all human. We all can personally evolve up here, but also here. So the fact that we can play any sport.
Yeah, physically and mentally, man. It's time, dedication to a craft. I mean, obviously, you have people that are more athletically gifted and more blessed in situations like that. And that's just the thing. It's like with practice, man. These people that are able to play multiple different sports, these people that are, big time athletes in their sport, it's because they're different than your average guys, right? They have these different ability, whether it's, their physical ability or it's their mental fortitude or the work ethic that they can put in. They're different, and that's why they're successful.
Oh, of course,
It plays a big part in it.
That's why I believe that most athletes across the world can play other athletes' sports. It doesn't mean they can play at a high clip, but they can play it. They can because they already can do it in their own sport. That means they up here, they got something that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
I don't believe in ceilings. I don't believe in people setting limitations on others. I think if you're motivated enough and you care enough or that determined to get to wherever you want to go, it's possible.
You can't write the script any better. Well, you could have.
You really
could have won the grand final. Imagine that story.
Yeah, that would have been even a more amazing story because then it'd be like, oh, an American did it. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he was able to do this, and when we do these videos, and some of the kickback we get, it's like it's been proven. We didn't know about this story. You know about this story, so it's been proven. Come on, man.
I mean, it's literally like what you just said. It's the people, these athletes that do it. If y'all have ever been around athletes that have came from the bottom, from a young age, that have built up and got themselves to a professional level, or even just a college level, or like I know in different countries it's not necessarily college, but like your higher tier of athletes, as they're moving on before they get to
college, we say like
professional
semi-pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we'll say semi-pro. Yeah,
the commitment that you have to do, the sacrifice that it takes to do it, it's not meant for everybody. I mean, personally, I love playing sports growing up. But there are certain aspects of it just wasn't for me either. Like, because I knew what it took. It meant not spending time, missing holidays with family, not spending times with your loved ones, not being able to hold relationships, not a lot of things that you have to miss out. It's not just sacrifice because of the pain and that you put your body through of being sore and fatigued. Yeah. It's a sacrifice of life that you miss out on to trying to conquer your goals. And
when you see up close athletes playing, we know we might watch a game, we hear them, they have a fracture, but when you see them up close and you see them play with fractured hands, fractured feet, you see them playing with turf toe when they're not supposed to be even walking around with turf toe.
It's broken ribs. Like, y'all ever had a broken rib and just try to breathe deeply one time? Imagine sprinting.
And it's another type of it's another level to it. Not to play on your name, but
Oh, my
it's
own name,
another
yeah.
level
Hey,
to
look,
it. You know what I'm
shout
saying?
out.
It's a level to it, and not all of us can reach that level. And it's crazy to see what he did though, because
Be able to go
I
there.
mean that
Go
story
through
is an
all the
amazing
adversity.
story. Yeah, all that, man.
It's
Cool
very
story.
cool. It's
Yeah.
very cool. Well, look, way back. I appreciate you for sending us this one. Appreciate you for the membership request. Like we said, guys, we have a request form down below in the description. Request for RFS. And if you are a member, your request will get bumped to the front of the line. But we also know whether or not you're a member or not. So make sure to check the right one.
Yes.
And we'll get to your video as soon as
Don't
possible.
just click it to click it. We know.
we know. And if you click yes and you're not one, then you either get deleted or you get sent to the way back. So just do it the right way. We're gonna get sent to the bin. I like your play of words. I like your play of words. We will do every single request we get. Don't y'all worry about that. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Peace out.
Travel.